Hello out there, everybody. Manny here at Area 503. And I hope you all have been well since our last video. Today I've got a whole bunch of UFO sightings to share with you guys. The first one occurred on one of the ISS cameras. Let's take a peek. Well, cool. There's all sorts of activity up there. Look, there's a blinking object coming by right here. Then another UFO comes flying by. And then a whole bunch more. You guys know that I'm a space case and I love all sorts of ISS footage. And I have looked at hundreds of hours of video from space and I've seen all sorts of strange things. Unfortunately, objects that fly in a straight line are pretty common. I mean, that could be a piece of expended equipment, or a rocket fairing, or perhaps even another satellite. I mean, space around the Earth is full of stuff. So when you're looking at space footage, the best thing to do is to look for a UFO that is altering its course drastically. And another good thing to look out for is one that appears to show movement indicating intelligence. And since we don't see any of that in the footage here, let's go ahead and move along to the next UFO sighting. Whoa, well that was fast and tiny. Let's see if we can get a better look at that. It's still pretty hard to see if there's anything here more than a balloon. I'm going to step through this piece frame by frame and see if we can't find something. Tic-tac! What's this? Nope. I don't think so. There's nothing here, guys. This could be a plane or a balloon or anything else, really. I mean, there's just nothing to go on. It's so frustrating. Oh well, let's move along to our next sighting. Oh great, another dot. But hey, at least in this case, we get a little bit more definition in the footage. Let's zoom up here and take a better look at this thing. Yeah, we definitely got more definition in this sighting than the first one. But what is it? I don't think it's an airplane or a helicopter, and it certainly doesn't appear to be a drone. So that leaves us with a balloon, or a clump of balloons of some kind perhaps. But I guess this could also be some kind of extraterrestrial or top secret craft as well. I mean, we really have no way of knowing. In this still frame, we can get the best look that I think that we're going to get of this object. So there it is, folks. What do you think it is? Yeah, I really don't see anything here that's going to sway me more towards the craft theory in this case. So I think that I'm going to stick with my initial reaction on this one and say that this is probably a clump of balloons. What do you all think? Let me know in the comments section down below and we will move along to the next sighting. Whoa, check that one out. A high-flying, black, disc-shaped object. Just cruising along without a care in the world. You know, this one is pretty interesting to me because I can't immediately identify it. And here, once again, this could be a balloon or perhaps a high-flying jet. But it could also be some form of an alien craft or a top secret test project. I'm truly not all that excited about this footage though because it's just moving along at a constant heading with a fixed speed. I want to see a UFO that's performing insane maneuvers like the ones that the witnesses of the Tic Tac UFO speak about. I want to see a UFO of any kind perform in a way that cannot be explained by conventional means. I want the goods, damn it! I mean, that is why I do what I do. Well, I guess you're never going to hit a home run if you don't swing the bat. So let's go ahead and step up to the plate and take a crack at the next piece of footage. It seems some people just can't help but see a UFO when they're in Roswell. Wait a second. That looks like an insect to me. Okay. Next. All right, so we got another dot in the sky.
I'm not moving the phone at all. So if there's any movement from this little dot in the sky, it is the dot in the sky is not my hand. I'm holding my phone with 2 hands. Attempting to keep my phone extremely still so that the phone camera can actually capture whatever movement I'm seeing. I'm going to try and hold this position for a reasonable amount of time, maybe 3 minutes. We're already in the first one.
Wow, so here's another strange orb, but this one doesn't seem to be moving at all. And that is a little bizarre, because that could indicate that this thing is in geosynchronous orbit, meaning that it's rotating over the Earth at the same exact speed that the Earth is turning. If that were the case, it'll orbit in a stationary place over the planet. So if this thing is in geosynchronous orbit, it most certainly would have to be a constructed object of some kind with a propulsion system to keep it in place. And that means that it's either a man-made or alien-made craft or satellite. Let's move along to our next sighting. Yeah, so this is a great piece of footage of a small blinking or flashing light of some kind? I don't really know. And you're probably asking yourself at this point, hey Manny, what's up with all these crappy UFO sightings? Well, just bear with me and I'll get to the point. For now, let's move along to our next UFO sighting. Oh hey, in this one we've got another bright glowing orb, or dot as I've been calling them. What's it doing there? Just seems to be hanging out. Not doing much. Doesn't seem to be bothering anyone. Is it a drone? Is it an airplane? Is it a helicopter? Is it a weather balloon? Is it a UFO? Is it a secret test plane like the X-47B or the SR-72, son of the Blackbird? It's probably nothing. Let's move along to the next sighting.
So here we are, and it is Monday, Labor Day, September 6, 2021. And I am observing this reoccurring phenomenon outside my, it's at airplane height. It's been at this height. It's basically in the same location. There is some variation. So like, as you can maybe see the outline of the bridge and the tree below it, and then up top on the right, there's like the silhouette. You can see the small tree in the background, just to give some context. So this thing really is more at airplane height, and yep, there it is. It's changing size. I didn't zoom in. I'm already maxed in on the video zoom, so that just expanded while I was recording.
Yeah, but did that really expand, or is it just a light flare and it's dark and there's contrast? I mean, I shoot stuff like the moon and stars all the time and I see that, but I don't think that it's flaring. It's just the light and the camera lens interacting to create a trick of photography. However, if you take the witness's statement to be accurate that this object is hovering over her location, then just like the previous one, that means that this object is in geosynchronous orbit and is definitely being controlled by an intelligence. In any case, there's no way that we're going to find out whether it was man-made or alien. So let's go ahead and move along to our next sighting.
I don't know what it is. Oh my god, it looks like an orb. Like when I look closer, like when I zoom in, it's like...
It's the plane, master! The plane! Blinking lights? Yep. Airplane.
Yeah, it's blinking. There's blinking lights.
Let's move along to the next sighting. Oh yeah, here's another fantastic example of a blinking orb at night. Is it a star? Is it a planet? Is it the light of a distant galaxy? Is it a satellite? Is it a rocket? Is it an airplane? Is it a balloon? Is it a UFO? It's probably nothing. Let's move along to our next sighting.
They're real. I don't know. It's like a weird orange glow.
Where did those ones go?
The first one is long gone.
Can we go there?
In a minute.
Oh,
My God, what are these things? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, the first one is over there. Emmy, calm down.
no, it's not.
Honey, calm down. Maybe there are airplanes and it's just a weird angle.
Maybe they are airplanes, or helicopters, or military drones being transported. I'm guessing helicopters, just like our next sighting.
What is that?
Yeah, you can't even really see.
Most likely helicopters. Isn't that something else? But wait till you see our next sighting. These two described what they saw as a circular UFO with 3 glowing orbs in the center of it. Look at this footage. Yeah? I'm confused. That's not circular or a UFO. That's a clip of an aircraft flying at night. What the heck? Oh, wow, that's weird. Yeah, that's a really strange airplane that y'all are filming.
Oh my God.
Dude, that's a UFO.
Not a UFO.
Two of them. It's two.
There's 2 of them.
It's not 2 UFOs.
Whoa.
Okay.
What? That was right.
What
There's
the
another
fuck?
one. There's another one.
What the fuck?
Coming out of nothing. It's coming out of it's like
They're coming out of nothing. That's f***ing weird. We gotta go.
And we've got to go to our next sighting, which was this super bright dot?
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a UFO.
Oh, no. That is not a UFO. Well, I mean, yeah, technically it is because it's an unidentified, I guess, flying object, but it's more of an unidentified orbiting object. It's not really... Oh, gosh. Okay, well, let's move along to the next sighting. And if you've made it this far and you can make it through this next piece of UFO footage, then it's all downhill from there. Take a peek at this. Yeah, okay, so somebody actually uploaded a full 3.5 minute video that was almost entirely pitch black and had the most annoying audio. Sorry about that, guys. But there really is a method to all of this madness, and I thank you all for sticking it out with me. So let's move along to the next sighting so that we can get to the end and I can get to the point. Okay, interesting. Another bright red orb just hovering over a city. It's not moving. It's not bobbing around. It's not shooting laser beams out. It's just sitting there.
That seems to be this
kind of a... Oh my god, 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 oh, this is absolutely crazy, man.
I don't understand why the guy's so excited. Maybe because it appears to be blinking in and out on his recording, but I'm sure if he was to look at that thing with his naked eye, it wouldn't be doing that. That's probably why he got so excited and uploaded this video saying it was a blazing red UFO. I don't think it is. I think it's a star. Maybe even Mars. Who knows? Let's move along to the next sighting. Okay, so we got a bright orange orb hovering over the city. It almost looks like it's flashing, so I'm just going to throw this out here right off the bat and say, I think that's a helicopter. It's definitely moving like a helicopter, moving in a straight horizontal line at a fixed rate of speed and altitude. And another bright orange orb just hovering there. Wonder what that could be. A star, perhaps? Mars, perhaps? Okay, let's move along to the next sighting. Crazy lights in the woods.
I don't know what it is.
I admit, that's a little strange, but don't you think that those look like a rotating event light? Like one of these? I do. Not so crazy. Aye. Let's move along to the next sighting. This witness reported a strange orb that chased him down the highway. Yeah, I don't think that's an orb. I think that that's a lens flare from the sun, but, you know, what do I know? It's not like I've looked at a few UFO sightings or two. All right, let's move along to the next one. In this sighting, the witness reported seeing a strange green orb floating over his city. The witness was so concerned that he filmed this orb for 12.5 minutes. Now again, guys, I'm just going to go out on a limb and throw this out here. I do believe that this is also a lens flare from one of the lights in the bottom part of the frame. And this final piece of awesome footage brings my showcase today to an end. Now it's time to answer the million-dollar question that's been burning in your mind since this video started. Manny, why the heck are you showing us such crappy UFO footage? Well, you see, it's like this. Every day I go through as many different UFO sightings as I can get my hands on, trying to find something new, unique, and fresh to bring to you guys. And it's truly not an easy task. I go through hours of garbage footage, just like these ones that I showed you here today, sifting the good ones from the bad. I have probably spent hundreds, if not thousands of hours looking at clips just like these ones. For every halfway decent piece of UFO footage that I find to use in one of my videos, I've probably looked at anywhere from 10 to 100 of pieces of footage like this. It takes a considerable amount of time, and normally I end up just having to throw away all that footage because it's not very good. But in this case, I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you what I look at every day in my efforts to bring you folks the best UFO footage out there. And I hear from you guys all the time down in the comments section how much you appreciate the work that I do. But I really want you guys to keep this in mind when you're out there watching other YouTube channels that bring you UFO sightings. So if you're considering leaving a saucy comment like, "That's clearly CGI," or "You don't know what you're talking about," or "You're a hoaxer" on some poor person's UFO video, well, I want you guys to keep in mind how much time investment it takes just to produce one decent piece of footage. And when you do, say thanks to that channel, whoever it is. You don't have to thank me. I know you guys appreciate my work. You guys are awesome and supportive in the comments. But make sure that when you're watching some other channel out there that you give them a big thumbs up and say, "Hey, I appreciate all that you do." because I can tell y'all from firsthand experience, it's not as easy as it looks. But you know what? It's not all sour grapes either, because sometimes I get to see some really cool things. Like this piece of footage, which was clearly not a UFO, but looks like it was some sort of satellite or rocket that was burning up upon entry. Cool.
Or aliens.
Is this some alien shit? Elon, what's happening?
Or yeah, did a satellite or rocket burn up?
Oh, bro, we got the UFO on footage.
And there was also this SpaceX booster separation that was caught on film. I love this stuff. This is so cool. I even found this amazing piece of footage as well. Someone thought it was a UFO, but I don't think so. I think it's actually something even more interesting. Well, maybe not more interesting, but just as interesting. Check this out. This one clearly looks like a rocket flying through space, right? And I think that it is. And as it moves along, you can see a small object that's blinking or flashing, trailing behind it. Now, I believe that this is a rocket or a satellite launch, perhaps one of the satellite launches that occurred from an airplane, and that small dot is the plane that launched that rocket that's going to put these satellites into space. Of course, it could just be a standard military rocket, you never know, but it's still amazing footage. And as I was pointing out, sometimes I get to see some really cool things, even if they're not UFOs. Well guys, for now, that's all I got on UFO sightings. I promise, from here on out, I'll only be bringing you the best of the best. But you all can rest assured that I'm out there looking every day. So if it's out there, I'm gonna find it. Alright, I'll catch y'all later. As always, this has been Manny at Area 503. And I wish you all the best until we meet again. And I am out of here to continue my search for universal truth.